one side only. Over the past years, we as a community are experiencing households having more vehicles than the Spring Mountain Townhome community was originally designed to handle in front of the townhouses, due to multi-generations living together and individuals with work vehicles. This has resulted in a large number of vehicles parking on both sides of the loop of Village Drive, which is causing a line-of-sight issue at the two intersections of both Aspen Way and the loop of Village Drive. This area includes our community's top lot access. Vehicles are being parked on both sides of Village Drive directly across from one another, thereby reducing Village Drive to a one-lane road, and in some cases, reducing the roadway to hinder the safe passage of large emergency vehicles. This situation further hinders the safe road crossing of children and their parents, with some strollers entering and exiting our top line. With the onset of warmer weather and the school year ending and more children using our top lot, this situation becomes more critical for resolution of the parking problem. We understand that this would require an ordinance, so parking along the loop of Village Drive on one side only would eliminate the hazard to safe driving, safe parking, and safe passage of children and parents can be accomplished. Regards, Joe Shinsky.
Thank you.
Okay, Joe, we'll take a look at that. See what we can do.
I guess it's going to have to be looked at in conjunction with whatever plan you have for the speed tables prior to or maybe after installation. But again, with the kids getting out of school and warmer weather approaching, this is something that we really need to take a good hard look at. And to further clarify that situation, the parking problem that is most difficult is on the top lot side of Village Drive. On this side of Village Drive here, it's non-existent, okay? Nobody parks on the opposite side. It's mainly on our top lot side.
Okay. And what we'll do is we'll take a look at it all in conjunction with the speed.
All right.
I want to ask a question. Is this issue something that's gotten worse, like just this year, or is it
Yes.
always been a problem?
Yes.
Do
And
you
I
know
think
what do you
it's a problem.
attribute it to?
Pardon me?
What do you attribute it to? Is something different?
It's attributed because there's multi-generations living in the townhomes. And townhomes are designed with parking spots for 2 cars per unit,
Plus visitors parking.
and there's visitors parking. But the visitors parking is not supposed to be used by residents. So with the economic situation being what it is, more and more kids living home, even third generations living in one house, instead of having a husband and a wife and a child, now you have a husband and wife, 3 teenage kids, and maybe a mother and father-in-law. So you went from the average house having 2 cars to the average house having 4 cars. And so there's no place for them to park, so they park on Village Drive. And unfortunately, they don't use their heads, and because they don't want to walk an extra 15 feet, so they park directly across from each other. That presents a real problem.
Now, one thing that we did do to be proactive, even though Village Drive is not our property, we did send out emails to the whole community asking them to cooperate. Well, you see how far that has gone. I mean, we have individuals or homeowners that have 5 vehicles. And then you get the work trucks, people coming home with their work truck, and that's what's causing the issue. And I think it's probably going to get worse not only with the weather changing, but when we install the speed tables, because now you're going to have, in my opinion, people maybe stopping at the stop sign, depending upon where the speed tables are, and then speeding up after they go over the speed tables. which now makes the situation worse if you have parking on both sides. I mean, it becomes an issue, and it is right now, of if you're turning in off of Spring Mountain Road into Village Drive by our flagpole, and somebody's coming the other way, it becomes an issue of let's play chicken. Because the people coming from the other way speed up. As soon as they see somebody turn in by the flagpole, it becomes a real offensive situation. You know, and maybe vehicle accidents and who knows what else. You know, you could have road rage in today's day and age, right? So it really needs to be looked at.
Just a quick extra comment. I'm going to echo what Mr. Kinsky and Mr. Tender mentioned. I live in the Cedar Building. I drive through, particularly on Village Drive, that intersection where Aspen and Village meet where the top lot is. You're right. It's very difficult to see if there are any kids walking from the school bus to and from. And I think you certainly made that point. I just wanted to echo that.
Thank you.
Well, and the other thing too is the Village Drive, or the top outside of Village Drive, there are 2 school bus locations. There's one at the top lot, and then there's one at the stop sign above it. So that even makes it more clear.
All right? Thank you. Okay, solicitor report?
I have 2 items. First, announcing that the board conducted an executive session prior to the meeting tonight concerning personnel issues. Secondly is, unfortunately, Officer Megan Burns of the police department submitted her resignation. So now the board has to act on that. This would be a motion to accept with regret the resignation and to adopt a resolution honoring Officer Burns and thanking her for her service.
Move.
I'll second.
Any questions?
Who get there, 24 Grimsby Road? Is there a reason that Officer Burns is resigning?
Generally personal reasons.
Personal reasons? Thank you.
A vote?
Aye.
Aye.
Joe Shinsky, again, I would guess that we're going to be looking for a replacement.
Yes.
And I have nothing further. Thank you.
That's it. Any other questions for the solicitor? Yes, Chuck?
Yeah, Chuck Yiser, 3 North Martin. I had my hand up the last section. I just want to say, the parking problem, for those of you who are new to the parking problem, this is not a new thing. This is something that's been reported over the years. There's been complaints about parking work trucks. So it's not something that just happened in the last year. I've had conversations with our previous township manager going back a couple of months. It is, just to give you a history, it is a problem, but it's not something that just happened in the last year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Move on. Planning Commission. Chuck.
So we did, the Planning Commission had their first meeting of our year. We had our reorganizational meeting. I ended up being the chair again, Ernie is the vice chair, that's what we had last year, and Phil Smith is our secretary. Then we had a most excellent presentation by Warren Jacobs on trees. And basically, the conversation started probably around the time that what's the name of the thing going, Arcadia Station, is that its current name? Came into being, and people were looking at our ordinances to see how well that went. And really, that was one of the first witness tests we had for some of our ordinances to see how they were applied. Warren, about a year ago, volunteered to make a presentation on trees. We were looking at our subdivision and land development ordinance, looking at the list. A number of people noticed the list was way outdated. It contained things that are now invasive. So we invited Warren to come make a presentation. We should all feel lucky that we have somebody like Warren in our community. He's a bona fide expert in this area, and it was very interesting to listen to him talk. And and he's given us some good advice to address things like how do we plant trees, how do we require certain tree stock. As some of you know, we require developers to put in trees. We want to make sure the trees are put in correctly and the right things are planted so that they're around 20 years from now when they're doing what we hope they're going to do, which is to provide some sort of shade, some sort of fulfill their stormwater management features, all of these good things. And what we could see in listening to Warren's presentation is very often, I should say, there are cases where this doesn't happen. And we don't have anything in our ordinance that kind of guides the developer as to how to plant these trees and how to pick stock. And there are numerous instances of other ordinances that have this, and so we're looking at making some changes to our subdivision and land development ordinance to see whether we can make that happen, in addition looking at our list of species, of tree species. And I think we're probably going to finish that presentation this month, or I should say, have the discussion, because the presentation was long, so we're probably going to have a discussion this month at our meeting, which is the third Thursday of the month, and it starts at 7:30, which is a change from what we've done. That's my report. Any questions?
Some of the things that are in our cell bill are actually very good. One of them being, we actually do have ordinance for tree protection zones. And I was thinking about that the other day as I drove past Arcadia Station and saw that the tree protection zone fence on the one group of trees right on Zieglerville Road isn't there anymore. So my question would be, who is responsible for enforcing those ordinances right now? Is that our engineer, or is that the Conservation Service? And
That's kind of right on the line between the Conservation Service and the engineer right now, so yes.
if we're going to successfully enforce those ordinances, we need to have somebody that's actually on site to see that. Because, I mean, I noticed it, but I know that it's supposed to be a tree protection fence, but nobody else would except for somebody that's supposed to enforce the ordinance.
Just to answer that quickly, we have somebody on site every day during construction activity. They haven't really gotten back into construction activity out there yet. They're doing some drilling and blasting, but the general contractor isn't back. Yeah, you probably feel it, but the general contractor isn't back on site yet. We've actually notified them of some erosion and sediment control facilities that need to be buttoned up that suffered through the winter months. And so we do have somebody that's on site daily when there's a contractor working there, and that will be attended. And I thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'll make sure that's added to the list.
Any other questions? Do you want me to talk about the comp plan and and stuff here?
You might as well while you're there.
So we also had at 6 o'clock this past month, the same night as Planning Commission, we met the comprehensive Lower Frederick Township Comprehensive Plan Steering Committee met between 6 and 7:30. I think we finalized I guess you'd call it a working logo right now. We're trying to finalize some information so that we can actually have our first public outreach meeting. We're tentatively looking at having that on May 22nd. I have sent an email to our manager, Terry, asking whether or not that's a good date for the township to allow us to use the room. I guess you're checking into it. And then once we get clearance on that from the township, then we will start to publicly advertise that meeting. And what we're really looking for here is community input. We have 4 different task forces where we're going to want people to participate, because this plan is only as good as the people who participate, and it shouldn't be 6 people writing it. So we're looking forward to getting clearance from the township for that date, or if we have to pick another, we will. And then advertising it and trying to get people out for this meeting. Thank you. Any questions?
Chuck, just a quick question.
Yeah.
Is the date again? This one?
The 22nd. It's a Wednesday night. We thought that was good because it didn't sit on top of it. It should be. It should be. Yeah, check it out. Thanks. Good. That's yoga night. Yep. Oh, all right.
time does yoga start?
It's 7 o'clock, 7 to 8.
Yeah, I do. That's the only night we can do it, so we apologize to yoga.
Maybe a different night, though.
What, your meeting or yoga?
He doesn't want to go home until.
Well, Tuesday is out. Tuesday is actually.
I've been doing yoga here for the last 6 years on Wednesday night.
Okay.
So it's kind of, maybe they can do it another night. There's like 35 people, so it's kind of hard to.
Well, they can do yoga and do the,
Yeah, they
do the
participate.
workshop. Actually, we'd love it if we got 35 people. I'm all for making it work somehow. I'm not exactly sure what the right answer is.
They used to sometimes do yoga outside in the park as well. They could do yoga in the park.
May.
Who want to do our meeting?
Like a snow today.
Yeah, May 22nd.
How are you?
Say, well, we'll have some like food and beverages here, so after yoga, you can come here and put back whatever you got rid of. All right, so anyway, Terry, you'll give us some guidance on that. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Moving forward. Appointments to the board. I'm sorry, Park and Rec.
Yep. Pam Reich, Vice Chair Park Board. Getting into our active time right now of the year. We have our Easter egg hunt Saturday, April 19th, starting at 10 o'clock at Coble Park. Always a very popular activity. We've also doing Movie on the Mountain on Saturday, September 7th. That's our joint with the surrounding townships over in Springmount. So save that date, 9/7. We are doing our cleanup at Cedar Hill, in the green spaces at Cedar Hill this Saturday, starting at 9 o'clock. We're going to go till noon. We may not have to go that long. We've had an interesting situation there, a happy problem that as we've advertised the cleanup, someone's been cleaning up ahead of us for us. So every time we go back, we find less trash, which is great. And if we can identify who that is, wonderful, we'd like to thank them. But as a result, right now, we've got about 32 people signed up coming. It's a good-sized group. We've got people that are volunteering to be task managers, and we've broken it down into various groups. And since the job has gotten a little easier at one side, it allows us to expand to do both green spaces. So we'll also be doing the end of Lauren Road green space on the other side of the development. So we'll get a lot more done with the resources, so it allows us to get more done there and do that. So anyone else still wants to sign up, we have a sign up on the Township with the Park Board email. You can just sign up, give us your name so we know you're coming. We do have to provide materials, gloves, and bags for you, so we do need to know who's coming. But we thank everyone for their volunteering, and it's going to be a good turnout, and I think it's a really good activity. We've also planned our concert in the park at Coble Park on August 22nd. We have AM radio on contract. Interesting group, so more good stuff coming. You may have seen some activity happening at the Village Center Park up in front of the CVS. We've taken a lot of background information and to get up and running, but we are actively working toward our first big deadline, which is April 15th. We did get the award for AmeriCorps work crew that's going to be working for us for a day to help us plant. So through the help of a generous donation by Saxon Sons doing our site prep and excavation, we are preparing the beds. We're going to be doing 2 perennial beds and 1 pollinator bed, and have those prepped and ready to go. And we're also buying the plants, so we'll be ready to go on the 15th and do planting there. The first planting will be a partial planting because we're doing it so early in the season. We're planning 2 other plantings during the course of the year, and we'll be looking for volunteers to come out and help with that, using the community as much as possible. So we will be posting that. And as you're going to note later, we have had also a donation, aside from Saxon Sons and their generous donation, we have had a cash donation from Phil Smith, and we thank very much for that. That was wonderful. We're happy to accept donations. We are also putting together our donation presentation. We have that put together now. We are starting to go out to the local businesses for donations as well. We will offer a sponsorship on a dedicated sign in the park for $5,000 donation or more, either in cash or kind. So we'll be going out for that as well. So we're looking for, additional funding and support there. But you're going to see a lot of activity there. And in light of that activity, I would like to make a request of the board for consideration. We would like to expand the park board presence on the website, the township website, in kind of an educational outreach and also an informational outreach, where we would post progress on the projects that we're doing, the activities that we have going, but give updates and also educational support as to why we're doing the rain garden and the pollinator garden, why it's important, what the best management practices are, and that kind of thing, to do kind of an outreach in education form. Would not have to be like a Facebook page. We're not really super interested in comments so much as an informational outreach on this. So we're asking, permission and support of the board to have, be able to expand and work with Bonnie, and develop a more expansive web page that we could, some connection to the web page of the township to have that there. We would have, the park project, what's happening, why we're doing it, what's going, what to expect, that kind of thing. Try to get as much good press off of this, and also, get out there what we're doing. So.
Pam,
Yes.
you said April 19th. The egg roll is April 20th.
Oh, sorry.
Saturday.
It's the 20th. Sorry. The Easter egg hunt is April 20th. The bunny will not be there on the 19th. Sorry. Sorry. Very sorry. Disappointed children all. We had a very good turnout last year. We don't want to mess with that.
There's always a good turnout.
Yeah. That's one of the fun ones. Truly fun to do that one. So we're asking the board to, give us consideration there, and I don't know what, other than, that's what we would like to do, work with Bonnie or whatever. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. And the final thing, of course, is the centennial. We're continuing to work on that. That is September 28th at the Upper Frederick Township facility. That's falling together nicely. There's going to be a lot of activities all day for the full families. Food trucks. I think we've resolved. Moshe's is providing pizzas. We're going to have the 2 fire companies do a pizza eating contest. There will also be a chili cook-off. So that'll be interesting to watch. One other thing to bring to the board's attention that we need to bring the attention is we are putting together a joint sponsor letter to go out to ask for donations to support that centennial activities, where we're incurring quite a bit of costs with trolley rentals and moon bounce and rentals and those kinds of things. So somewhere around May, we're going to have a dual letter available to go out for sponsorships. Upper